All right, so calculus and where we're headed over the next little bit. I'm going to do a review today of chapter 4, and then tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, I'm going to upload, I don't care whether you call it a test, an assignment, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter to me. I'm going to upload that for chapter 4. And I'm going to give you, so I'm going to upload it like 8 a.m. Wednesday morning, and I'm going to give you until Thursday at 3 p.m. to hand that in. So it gives you almost 2 full days, okay? So that's more time than you would need to do a test, but I'm going to give you that amount of time to do it and get it uploaded to me. Anytime I post anything, even if it's just a video, please hand it in. Because of all of this craziness that's going on, I'm going to have to be creative with how I come up with your marks, to be honest. And those weights that we talked about and that were on your syllabus at the beginning of the year, I'm going to have to play with those. I'm going to have to change those. So your class mark is normally worth 20%, but it may have to be worth more than that. And where is that class mark going to come from if we're not in class? Well, it's going to come from you handing stuff into Google Classroom. Even if it's just watching a video, turn it in saying you've watched it, because then I can give you credit. I can give you points towards your class mark for at least checking in and saying that you did it. I'm obviously not home with you to make you watch the video, but I just need to know that you're still doing something out there and you're keeping up. So please be doing that. I also uploaded an assignment on chapters 1 to 4, and that's going to be due April the 3rd, because that's the last day of the quarter. That assignment is going to work. We're not going to do like a unit test or midterm, whatever you want to label it. We're not going to do that. I'm going to take that assignment and I'm going to weight it as worth more than I normally would, because we're not going to do that whole assessment thing. This is your assessment thing. So please make sure that you take your time and do well on it so that you get a good mark on that. So that's kind of where my thoughts are. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. Yeah, I think that's it. So what I want to do is a very quick, emphasis on the quick, review of chapter 4, because you're going to do a test, assessment, whatever, on chapter 4 starting Wednesday, handing it in by 3 on Thursday. So section 4.1 was derivatives by first principles. And that is that limit as h approaches 0 for f at x plus h minus f at x all over h. Now on a test, if I just say find the derivative, you don't have to do it by first principles. But there will be 1 or 2 questions that I will specifically say do by first principles. If you don't do it by first principles and you get the right answer anyway, you can't get any points for it because you have to do it this way. So for example, if y was 3x minus 7 and I said find the derivative by first principles, well, you already know what the derivative is supposed to be, but you still have to show me the work for first principles. So f at x plus h means I would put x plus h in as my x, minus f at x, so minus 3x minus 7 all over h. So this would be 3x plus 3h minus 7 minus 3x plus 7 all over h. My 3x's would cancel, my 7's would cancel, I'd have 3h over h, my h's would cancel, and I would get 3, which I knew was the right answer, but I still had to show it by first principles. Section 4.2 is just your basic derivative rules. So the things like the derivative of a constant is 0. If you have 3x squared, you bring the exponent down, multiply it by the 3, and you end up with 6x. Just those basic ones, those are there. Section 4.3 is the product rule, which is gf prime plus fg prime. And again, you use that if you have something like 3x plus 2 times x squared plus 1. Now, if I just say find the derivative and you would rather expand that out and then do the derivative, that's up to you. But if I say you have to do the product rule, then you have to do the product rule. So the product rule, remember this is f, this is g, so g and then f prime plus f and then g prime. And then I would just expand that out, 3x squared plus 3 plus 6x squared plus 4x, and then I would just combine what I could. So 9x squared plus 4x plus 3, assuming I did that right. That's what that would be. Section 4.4 is the quotient rule. Very similar to the product rule, gf prime, but this time minus fg prime, but it's all over g squared. Don't forget the over g squared part. A lot of people miss that. Again, done exactly the same way as the product rule. 4.5 was derivatives of derivatives. So finding the second or the third derivative, and the thing we learned there was that the derivative of position is velocity, the second derivative of position is acceleration. So it goes position, velocity, and then acceleration. 4.6 and 4.7 were word problems. 4.6 was more like physics problems. 4.7 was more like social science or business problems. Please pay attention to things like the cheetah question, because it covers everything that I could possibly ask pretty much. I'm not saying one that long will be on there, but certainly bits and pieces of it for sure. And then whenever you see the word marginal in the business questions, it means to take the derivative. And you need to know with things like price, revenue, cost, profit, you need to know how to find those. And then finding the marginal is finding the derivative of those things. And then we did an extension section on anti-derivatives. So that's everything out of chapter 4. Again, very quick review, but we've been going over and over and over this stuff. So, and you're gonna have more than just an hour to do it. I'm giving you almost 2 full days, at least a day and a half. So I will upload this tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. And then I'll upload the assignment / test on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I'm losing track of days. On Wednesday, and you'll have until Thursday at 3 p.m. to hand it in. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.